So now, as you can see the dashboard, so this is the main menu. So we can see that the other menus are freeze, can't be open. So here, if we will click this, so this can't be open. So all we need to do first to begin with the simulation is to log in. So now I will log in as an administrator first. There are three users I've programmed in this uh, simulator, the administrator and the service and the operator. So now I will log in first as a administrator. So now as you can see, they are the other menus are now in active, so we can switch this menu. Uh, So as you can see here, while we log in as a administrator, the change password and the manage users also appears. So this is the advantages if we log in as an administrator. So now to begin the simulation, so first we will go to the SCADA. So in the SCADA, this is the single line diagram of our of the design simulator. So we can say this there's two genset here, generator one and generator two. Then here is the the medium voltage bus bars, and here is the high voltage bus bar, the 69 kV. Here is 4160 volts or 4.16 kV uh, uh, bus bars. So now we will we will close all the uh, switches here, the disconnecting switch and the circuit breakers. So we can have the supply feedback power going to the power plant. So here we will close this. Okay, close. So we will close this. We will close this. We will close also the transformer too. So to close this, we will close this the S3 and the CB3. So now this portion is live here until to this point. The the medium voltage switch gears can be found here at the common panel. So now I will continue. So we will close this. So as you can observe that when we close this breaker, uh, these lines are turning to green. So this means these lines are already live. So now we'll close also this close and we'll close this. So now the 460 bus are already live for the generator one auxiliary supply. So we'll close the station service also for the generator 2. Close, energize. Okay, as we can see, the uh, both 460 bus A and bus B will be live. But here, there's a bus tie here, as you can see. We can close this. There's a protection here because both bus are live. Also, in this area, we can close this breaker for the bus tie because both bus has a protection. So we click this, so there's no reaction towards this. So that's the part of the protection. So back to the SCADA, as we can see. So now the station service for generator 1 now the live, and for generator 2 the live. So assuming we have 100 150 kilowatt station service here. Also here 150 kilowatt station service. So you can see that now the power plant is uh, getting power from the 69 kV. So now we will run the generator 1, then followed by the generator 2. So to prepare the generator 1, so we'll go to the generator 1 HMI. So this is the dashboard for generator 1. So as we can see, there's the starting conditions here prior to start the the engine. So this condition must be achieved so we can start the engines. Otherwise, the engine will not start, or the genset will not start. So one say the HT temperature must be above 50 degrees. This so all of this condition must be considering if you are an operator. So this is your checklist. So this condition, all all of this must be met before before we can start the engine. So the checklist is okay, 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 okay. So as we can see, the engine ready to start lit for the indicator as already lit. So now to start the engine. So here at the running mode, there's a manual or auto. So we will change this to auto. We'll switch this to auto mode. At the generator one local panel. So here, so we can switch this to auto here. So going back to the HMI now, generator set control set to auto. So now we can start the prior that part of the checklist is that the starting air pressure says that above 16 bars. So maybe I will assume that the gun is at 20 bars. In instrument air pressure, maybe around 8 bars. Okay, so now the fuel pressure maybe around 6 bars. The fuel temperature, let's say, is about 32 degrees. Local temperature, say around 40. Okay, so now we'll start the engine. So to start, I will click this start. So now the pre-lubrication is performed. Now the engine is starting, then idle running. So as we can observe, the G1 is energized here. So now we can also see that is a alarm list here. So you can see the LT pressures are low because we don't set here. But so now the engine is running. So now the, the LT water is also running, and also the ST. So now we can now put the pressure since the engine is already at idle run. So as an operator, so you need to know what's the normal pressure and temperature here. So the LT is around 4 bars, and the ST maybe around 5 bars. And the loop oil maybe around 5 bars. The temperature of the LT maybe 40. ST let's say 60. So now no alarm here. But if the example the the log oil temperature goes high, so let's say the log oil goes to 80. So we can see the log oil temperature high is energized. So there's an alarm. So now we will lock this to normal. So now as an operator, so as a part of the simulator, you need to know what's the voltage across the line and the frequency and the RPM. So you need to set this. So while the engine is idle running, so what's the voltage across the line 1, line 2? So the voltage is around 4.16. Okay, line 2, line 3, 4.16 kV, 4.16 kV. The frequency is 60 hertz. And then the RPM here is say 720. Okay, 720. Okay, the power factor 1. So now the the engine or the G1 is ready to synchronize. So now you see the engine, this breaker is ready to synchronize to the red or to this bus. So we will synchronize this. So to synchronize, go to the command panel. So set this to auto, synchronizing mode, auto. Then local panel, we will synchronize this. Going back to CMI. So as you see, the, the breaker is synchronizing. So we will just wait until it will synchronize. Now the breaker is closed. So it gets a loading and a normal operation. So we'll set a load maybe 500. And if the engine is okay, no problem, then raise to 1000. So if the engine has no problem, maybe we can maximize the load, maximize up to 7840. Okay, so now the engine is at maximum load. So we can also hear the command HMI. So we can see that G1 is already at the uh, maximum load in the generator 2 is a standby mode. So now we will synchronize the generator 2. So to prepare the generator 2, so all this starting condition must be met first prior to start the engine. So assuming this uh, portion is okay, 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 okay. So now the start order didn't split or energize. So now we'll finish now. The start order so the run energize. So now it means that the digital is now ready to start. So again I will set this as a operator. So now starting our battle. So assuming this is 25 bars. Okay, this is 7 bars. So the LT later. So, then the fuel temperature is 32. The fuel temperature 41. See, is the temperature is 60. The LT temperature 40. The fuel pressure is 5 bars. 5 bars. So the fuel pressure. So later, the engine is running. It's the pressure pressure. Okay. So we'll accomplish this after the engine will run as part of the simulation. So now we'll set this to auto. This local panel. So here auto. So now it's in auto mode. Now we can start the engine. Start. Starting. So considering the engine is idle run. So now as an operator, so you need to know what's the pressure if the engine is an idle run. So let's say the LT pressure is around 4 bars and HT is 5 bars and the low boil pressure let's say 4 bars. So now no more alarm. So the RPM is 720. The frequency 60. So now the voltage is 4.16. Voltage 4.16. Okay, the power factor is 1. So now the engines are ready to be synchronized. So to synchronize, go to the local panel of the generator 2. So synchronize into in back. Now the generator 2 is synchronizing. We can also check the common DCMI. Now generator 2 is synchronizing. So now the BCB is closed. So now we can load maybe around 500. So there's no problem. So raise to 1000. So there's no problem. Raise to maximum so 7,000. So now the total plant output is around 14, and, uh, 14,040 kilowatts. So you can see the SCADA now. The SCADA. So generator 1 is a 7840 and the generator 2 is a 7,000. So now as we can see, both generator is now synchronized the grid and having a total power output of 14,540 kilowatts. So we can maximize the generator 2. So generator 2, the maximum load is 7840, 7840. Now what gensets maximize. So if we are selling a keybar, so we can also maximize the power factor. siya will set the power factor of the 0.8 to have a maximum key bar. So now the maximum key bar, the factor is so 0.8 maximize. So now that's the total plant output is SCADA. Yes. So now we'll try to log in as a service team. So log out. So as you can see, we log out. So these are disabled. So we'll log in as a service. So now all the menus are in active mode. So as we can see, the service, since password can be accessed, but the managed users is not accessible. So there's a difference in the admin and the service. So log out will log in as a operator. Operator. So as we can see as an operator, so the password and the user management is being hide. So the operator is limited to access the uh, that kind of menu. So operator is only limited to this menus.